Hello, everyone. My name is Jasmine Percentie, and welcome to my internship proposal defense presentation. To get us started, we'll first discuss my health education philosophy. Overall, I think that the cognitive-based philosophy of health education best describes the way in which I want to help others. At all times, I want to be an asset to those who need help in their search for better health outcomes. Through education, I can help individuals and communities to make better decisions about their health. This is really important to me since I believe that no one should make a decision for someone else. It would be ridiculous to expect community members, or anyone for that matter, to do as I say just because I said so, or because I obtained certain qualifications or certifications that allow me to be in a position. Therefore, my goal as a health educator is to equip others with the knowledge and tools necessary to make a change that will ultimately benefit them. As an overview of my internship project, I plan to complete the Heritage Community application for Cottage Grove and to create an updated documentary of the community. I'll get into more details about that later. For now, I wanted to identify my internship site, which is the Greensboro Housing Coalition. Their mission is to advocate for fair, safe, and affordable housing for low and moderate income people and those with special needs. This heavily influenced my decision to choose this internship site because I come from this background. Greensboro Housing Coalition makes an effort to make sure that this group of people is not forgotten and that they are the focus of their endeavors. As for my preceptor, her name is Josie Williams, and she's currently the project coordinator. In her past experiences, she served as a housing counselor at the Greensboro Housing Coalition. In this role, she advocated, counseled, provided assistance for those who are homeless or at risk of homelessness. Currently, her responsibilities are facilitating, planning, and helping to integrate the work of collaborative partners and upstream projects. While Josie doesn't have a CHES certification or a public health degree, these responsibilities definitely prove her to be a health educator. Now, we're going to circle around back to the projects that I mentioned earlier, the Heritage Community Recognition Application and the updated documentary of Cottage Grove. First of all, this application that I'm referencing is significant because it acknowledges that the community of Cottage Grove is historically and culturally significant, and that the community played an important role in Greensboro's history. This recognition will help to preserve the neighborhood and its residents. As for the documentary, I wanted to do this because I realized that I hadn't heard much about the Cottage Grove community prior to my search for an internship. I also thought about how a documentary will be a captivating way to raise awareness about the community and its residents. Therefore, I decided to update a documentary that was previously created by the Greensboro Housing Coalition. In my documentary, I would update the video and include highlights of the changes that have been made since the first video was produced. This would include any improvements that the community members have seen and a call to action to address issues that the community members are still facing. So, to be clear, my goals for each are to 1, collect comprehensive qualitative data for the application, and 2, to create the documentary and to present it to stakeholders. I have created these objectives to address the goals that I mentioned previously. Number 1, by mid-February 2019, I'll collect data from residents through door-to-door surveys. This addresses Area 1 of responsibility of a health educator, which is to assess needs, resources, and capacity for health education. By collecting primary data to determine needs, I'll be addressing this area of responsibility. Number 2, by mid-March 2019, I'll recruit 10 community members for video and audio clips to be used in the documentary. This addresses Area 2, which is to plan health education and promotion. And by this, I will select or design strategies and interventions in order to address this. Finally, my third and final objective is that by the end of the internship, I'll compile the data that I collected earlier in the internship into a 5-minute or less documentary about Cottage Grove. This addresses Area 4 of responsibility, which says to conduct evaluation and research related to health, education, and promotion. And in this step, I'll be applying my findings in order to address the area. These are some of the activities that I'll be doing to help reach my project goals. For the Heritage Community application, I'll create a survey, go door to door to interview residents, review application materials, collect oral histories from community participants, and compile the data that I've collected for the application. For the documentary, I'll attend various community events and neighborhood meetings, recruit community members, compile photo and video clips, and create a documentary that I can present to stakeholders. You can pause here for more details. In summary, this internship will help me to gain skills and experience in order to work with this type of population post-graduation, which is one of my goals. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed my presentation.